Hello and welcome to Wednesday's programme. I'm Ellie Louise Rinch.
And I'm John T. Messer. Coming up tonight between now and 6:30.
Good evening. Protesters gathered outside a crucial meeting in Taunton today, worried about the extent of the cuts being made by Somerset County Council.
It says it has to make an extra £15 million of cuts over the next 18 months. Just last month, council bosses said around £30 million could be taken away from services overall, and more than 100 jobs are at risk. Let's get more on this from David Woodland. David is out. Some good news this evening, though, isn't there?
Next tonight, a West Somerset pub left dangerously close to the edge of a cliff after a landslip earlier this year has announced it's to close.
The Blue Anchor, which told our reporter Robert Murphy today that she is devastated.
Local MPs have condemned the action of a group of protesters who shouted abuse at North East Somerset MP Jacob Rees-Mogg as he left his house with his children.
Well, MPs from all parties have come out in support of Mr Rees-Mogg, saying the behaviour was totally unacceptable. Phil Hornby is in Westminster for us this evening. Not very pleasant scenes here, Phil, were they?
No, I imagine me.
You're watching ITV News West Country, still ahead before 6:30.
And the ITV News continues with the national and international stories at 6:30. Mary Nightingale has the details. But next on our programme this evening, the Bristol Old Vic is one of the most historic theatres in the country, but it's been undergoing a huge £26 million refurbishment.
Those running the theatre say they want it to be an attraction for everyone, not just the privileged few. The new foyer opens to the public next month, and our reporter Karen Bell has been for a look round.
Or high vis as well. It looks like it'll be a fantastic space when it reopens. Now, in a moment, we will be showing you all 67 statues from this summer's successful Grommet Unleashed trail. But first, another Grommet-related story for you.
Yes, many of, well, Wallace and his trousers have been on show across Bristol this summer as part of the latest Grommet Unleashed trail. And while it was running, thousands of people, including myself, hit the streets to track down the 67 statues dotted around the city and beyond. Yeah,
organisers say it was a runaway success, and following the end of the trail, all the statues will be on display at Cribbs Causeway from this Saturday. But Ellie Barker's been lucky enough to see them all today. Ellie, you're sat alongside them this evening, and you haven't even had to walk very far to get to them all, have you?
Oh, John T, I'm so excited. Jamie, the cameraman, I've never seen him quite so excited, and I know you're excited because I'm sitting next to your favourite one, Space Oddity. But let me take you on our own little private tour. All 67 are gathered here. We've got Gromjet sitting here, but also your eyes aren't fooling you. We do have a real life dog, Alfie. He is the mascot for the exhibition and has been for most of the exhibitions so far, but it's been hugely successful again this year. We believe around 2.5 million visits have been made to these sculptures from people all over the world, as far away as Texas and Peru. Somebody much closer to home who designed Toto is Jenny Urquhart. Hello to you, Jenny.
Nice to meet you.
Now, you live in Bristol. Nice to meet you too. How exciting. What was it like for you when you found out you were going to do this?
So chuffed. I painted a couple of the Shaun the Sheep for the last trail, and when I got the email saying that my design for a grommet had been accepted, I just shrieked. I was so pleased. It's such a fantastic charity to be involved with, and it's such fun watching it on social media. And I've forgotten quite how bright he is.
He's amazing. Where did you even come up with this idea?
Well, Bristol's a colourful city. I love rainbows. I wanted something quite simple that stands out, and I just thought it was an obvious choice.
You're going to be very sad to say goodbye to him. I know you are. I know. But come on, I'm going to carry on with the tour. We've got Peekaboo, we've got Splash. Now, the official doors open on Saturday. You will have to buy a ticket, and this is to avoid the queues that we've seen over the past few years, but there are still some tickets available. Over there we've got preparations going on. We've got special previews tonight. But somebody to tell us more about the much more serious side, all this fun that we've been having, is Nicola Masters. Nicola, welcome to you. Now, you are the director of the Grand Appeal.
That's right.
How important, I mean, we know just the trails alone have raised around £6 million. How significant is all of this?
Well, it means the world to us. Each of all our trails have raised over £6 million for the Children's Hospital, for the staff, for the patients, their families, and everybody who cares for them, really, 24 hours a day and 365 days a year. We've been so proud proud to be partners with the Children's Hospital now for 20 years.
And obviously the auction on October 3rd is hugely important. Now we've seen with the Shaun the Sheep auction you've raised vast amounts of money. How important is this year's auction for you?
Well, it's incredibly important, and we're looking forward to a really exciting evening at Aerospace Bristol on the 3rd of October.
Okay, well, until then, so there's 15 days where you can come and see for yourself. Say there are some tickets still available. Jonty, Ellie, I think you better get a move on.
Yeah, we'll need to. Those tickets sound like they're selling fast, and they are amazing, aren't they? You pretty much got around the whole lot, didn't you?
Really amazing. Saw all 67. My
Yeah.
children were obsessed with them this summer. Absolutely obsessed.
Hats off to her.
Well, next tonight, Exmoor has just won a prestigious award for the way it manages its woodland. There are, of course, thousands of hectares of woods scattered across the national park.
Well, much of it lies in deep valleys or along steep coastal cliffs. Bob Cruz has been exploring one of our most stunning natural landscapes.
And on tomorrow night's programme, we'll be looking into how some of that timber is used. Now, if you're planning a family trip this weekend and dread the challenge of getting the kids organised to go out, then spare a thought for these next families.
Yeah, Selena and Carla are both mums to quadruplets. They've been supporting each other through social media for months, but now they have finally found the time to get together along with all of their babies. Emma Wilkinson met up with them as well.
I feel in shock after watching that, I
Yeah,
think.
we've all got kids and we've sat watching that open mouth. And Alex, earlier today, was moaning he's just got a new dog. Moaning about the dog, weren't you?
I know. Well, the puppy in me is taking up quite a lot of my time, but actually after watching that, I'm going to keep quiet. I mean, it's a breeze.
From chaotic scenes to stormy ones, you're here to talk about storms, aren't you? I want to know, is there a Storm Ellie on the way? Have I made the list?
Should we find out? Eric, no, Ellie, which one of these storms do you think is going to pack a punch? Because some of them are quite funny. So you.
OK, Alex, thanks very much indeed. Now, before we go, a reminder of the main headlines here in the West Country this evening. And protesters.
Well, it's goodbye from the two of us. I'll be back with the late news at 10:30.
Now, they will hand you to Mary Nightingale as the ITV News continues. From all of us, have a lovely evening. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.